Welcome back. The Ospreys, the Welsh-based Magners League franchise, have become the latest British club to look to the UAE to expand their supporter base after playing a good-spirited exhibition match at the Sevens in Dubai on Thursday night. Joining a growing trend of sponsorship-hungry UK clubs looking to the Middle East to grow their brand, the Swansea regional side made their first attempt to lay down roots here via a charity game against an invitational side put together by Toa Dubai. Unfortunately for the locals, the match was a one-sided affair, with the Ospreys team taking down Toa Dubai 55 points to 7. Starring for Ospreys was winger Eli Walker, who scored 2 tries, with Ireland international winger Tommy Bowe also getting amongst the points. The locals, however, were not without success. They managed to cross the line early in the second half through Hurricanes club rugby player Tristan Barnett, playing at lock. And on Thursday, women's tennis star Serena Williams made her first public appearance at a tennis court since leaving the game with injury and illness last July. Williams and her sister Venus were on hand to celebrate the 10th anniversary of a tennis facility for inner-city kids in Washington, D.C. Neither sister would speculate about when they might return to professional tennis, but left the impression that they would not play the French Open, which is set to begin on May 22nd.
I'm close. I'm not there yet, obviously, but I'm taking it one day at a time. My spirits are up. I really appreciate every moment of every day now, and sometimes things like that help you appreciate everything.
Marco Simoncelli of Italy was fastest on Friday after the first day of practice at Estoril for Sunday's Portuguese MotoGP. The 24-year-old Simoncelli posted his time of 1 minute 37.6 seconds in the second session. After setting the best time of the day, Simoncelli crashed his Honda on turn 3, but got back on his second bike to complete the session. Reigning world champion Jorge Lorenzo of Spain was second fastest on his Yamaha, with Honda rider Dani Pedrosa finishing with the third fastest time of the day. FIFA President Sepp Blatter, who reprimanded Brazil last month for slow progress in their World Cup preparations, said on Friday the football-crazed nation will stage a great 2014 tournament. Blatter criticised Brazil's organisers for delays in work on stadiums, particularly in major venues in Sao Paulo and Rio de Janeiro, but has since recognised the host country was on track. He was concerned, for instance, about the giant Maracana in Rio being ready by June 2013 for the Confederations Cup, which serves as a dress rehearsal for the finals a year later.
I think that they needed a little bit a wake-up call, and now they are working hard. And I'm sure that Brazil 2014 will be a great memento of international football, because Brazil is the country of football. And I'm confident that Brazil will present the World Cup of FIFA.
The FIFA leader is currently campaigning for another 4-year term to head the International Football Organisation and says he hopes to have the support of the South American Football Confederation, who have an executive committee meeting on Sunday. As to why he wants to stay on, Blatter said that with one more term, he would like to finish what he calls his mission in football.
We want to be a little bit more in our society, not only to applaud, but in education. What is education in our game? It is based on discipline, respect, fighting spirit, but fair play. This is what I would like to realize. But it will not be the end. It will not be the end, because football is going on. If you speak about education, education will never stop. But I would then stop, because one day you have to stop.
And finally in sports, in spite of having hung up his boots, soccer star Ronaldo showed that he was still in the game when it comes to social charity. The former Brazil forward helped to launch a project that will promote sports as a social development tool in slums around the city that has slated to host the 2014 World Cup and the Olympics 2 years after. The project hopes to serve nearly 140,000 children and hopes to keep them away from violence and drug trafficking through sports like soccer and basketball. It also aims to develop youth athletes ahead of the 2016 Games and build up a legacy for the city.
We
have to benefit from this moment, from these two great opportunities to change the global scenario and to turn Brazil into a powerhouse by investing in the youth, because they are the future. We have a factory of talented soccer players that each year reveals more talents, and this can be boosted if we give opportunities to these athletes.
The 34-year-old three-time FIFA World Player of the Year was born in the poor outskirts of Rio and changed his life through soccer. He announced his retirement from the sport last February, blaming fitness and health problems. Finally this evening, art masterpieces spanning several genres are expected to earn multi-million-dollar bids when they hit the auction block in May. Both Sotheby's and Christie's previewed the best works from their upcoming spring sales in New York. Headlining Sotheby's Impressionist and Modern Art Evening Sale are an impressive group of 10 Picasso paintings, which the auction house said spans the artist's entire career from 1901 to 1970. The Spanish artist's portrait of his mistress, Marie-Therese Walter, is expected to sell for between 25 and 35 million US dollars.
We have a very exciting sale, 59 lots in total, with an estimate in excess of $150 million, crowned by 4 tremendously exciting works of true museum quality, all of which come from private collections of long-standing, loyal Sotheby's clients, none of which has been seen on the market for decades.
Across town over at Christie's, multi-million-dollar masterpieces by Picasso, Monet and Warhol dominated spring sales. With 57 lots, Christie's evening sale is expected to earn the auction house more than $160 million on May 4th. Headlining that auction is Andy Warhol's self-portrait from 1986, painted about 6 months before he died, and the huge painting is expected to sell for $40 million. With that, let's take a look at the local and international weather forecast for tomorrow. Before we head out, here are the top stories again. His Highness General Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan attends the royal wedding. Dubai's torch breaks world record. And UAE electronics stores overwhelmed by iPad 2 sales. Well, that brings us to the end of the bulletin. As always, please feel free to get in touch with us at news@city7tv.com or by calling us on 04367 2230, and do join our Facebook page. But from the entire news team, it's goodbye for now.